What's up guys, Damien Muth here from the Inbox Project, and today I will be doing a full review of the Blue Yeti microphone. Stay tuned. Right, so today's review is the Blue Yeti microphone. So the one I have here is actually the blackout model, and let me just show you, let's turn it around here. Okay, so the Blue Yeti comes in various colours. It's the main colour which you may have seen is the silver one, which is this one here. Okay, so that's like the main colour. And they bring out, periodically they bring out special colours, okay? So this one was the blackout version, which I just love. I fell in love with it, okay? And it's just, the microphone itself is ease of use. It's really good quality. If you're looking to do YouTube videos, or you're kind of a starter to mid-range marketer, okay? This is perfect for you, okay? It's got all the functionality which you need. The quality is good, okay? If you're looking to go top end, I mean like movie quality, okay, then yes, you will need another microphone. But this one, you really are not going to notice any differences between your normal marketing needs and going that high level, okay? This one really does tick all the boxes. If you are an online marketer, if you're a video reviewer like I'm doing right now, if you are a musician, if you're doing podcasts, interviews, okay, it ticks all the boxes. So I'm going to go over now and give you some of the features which the Blue Yeti has. So one of the distinctive features which you will notice on the Blue Yeti is the vertical stand. Okay, so it's a vertical microphone and it's been done beautifully. It's very eye-catching and I just love the look of the Blue Yeti. It's unique. It's different to the normal microphones that you get that come on the boom stands and things like that. You can add the Blue Yeti to a boom stand, but the only time that you would really do that is if you are doing a professional sort of podcast or a show, shall we say, that you don't want the stand itself to be in the way, okay? But straight away you will notice that the microphone is very pleasing to the eye. It's not going to be getting in the way in your videos. It's not ugly to look at, okay? So it is very aesthetically pleasing. You can actually adjust, so it doesn't have to be fully vertical. You could adjust the stand itself. Now you do notice that when I do adjust it, you will see that the sound, if I put it here, the sound isn't going to be picked up. But what the Blue Yeti has is various functions. So on the back here, you'll notice we have 4 different functions for pickup. The first one being, we are on the first one now, that is bi-directional. So basically it will pick up the sound from the front of the microphone, but also distribute some of the pickup to the back, okay? So it's 50-50 sound. This is more used for if you are doing interviews, okay? If you're interviewing or if you're on a podcast and you have someone in for an interview, it's basically for sound from the back of the microphone and sound from the front. So that's bi-directional. The next one is omnidirectional. So I'll just flick that now. You can easily flick between the functions from the dial on the back of the Blue Yeti here, okay? So you can see the 4 different functions here. We are now on omnidirectional. So omnidirectional basically picks up the sound all the way around the microphone, okay? So it'll pick up everywhere around the microphone and any sounds in the room itself. This one's mainly used for conference calls and things like that, okay? The next one is the one which most people would use and the one that I personally use the most, and that is the cardioid mode. Cardioid mode basically picks up the sound just from the front of the microphone. So it's perfect for doing YouTube videos, podcasting, game streaming, things like that, okay? Which is the 3 main things which people are going to be using the microphone for. So that's the cardioid setting. And the last one is stereo mode. So basically stereo mode uses both the left and the right channels coming from the front of the microphone. So it uses a realistic sound image, okay? So say if I was to click here and then come across, then that will basically pick up the sound from the left and the right channel. So it goes into stereo mode to give a realistic sound image, okay? But it's not going to direct all of the pickup directly in the front of the microphone. It's going to distribute it just around the left, right and front of the microphone for stereo recording. So that's stereo mode. So I'm just going to flick it back onto my Kaido setting so we can carry on with this review. So that is your 4 functions for recording on the Blue Yeti. Now I will just point out that the Blue Yeti doesn't come with a pop filter. Okay, I actually have 2 pop filters on. I have my metal one at the front here, and then I also have my foam on the microphone itself. Okay, so I highly recommend, if you are doing professional videos on YouTube or you're doing podcasting, it is a very sensible, it's a very sensible mic, yeah, but it's very sensitive microphone, okay? It will pick up all the slight sounds, okay, and it will pick up all that popping. So if I say pop, 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 okay, you can notice that it doesn't really pop into the microphone itself as much. Now if I remove my filters off of the microphone, so this is how you would get your Blue Yeti delivered, okay? You won't have any sort of filters on at all. But if I go ahead and say to you, Peter Piper picked a pickled pepper, a pickled pepper Peter Piper picked. If I keep saying those popping words, you should see and you should notice a big difference from when I'm saying big, pop, words like that really give that popping sound. You will notice that the microphone is really picking up on all the excess air coming from my mouth, okay? So that's the reason why I bought these. These are very cheap to get. You can get these for a couple of pounds, okay, from Amazon. I'll leave all the links in the description below so you can get these filters itself as well as the Blue Yeti microphone, okay? So it's very cheap to kit your microphone out and make it a bit more professional. You don't have to go for 2 filters, okay? I've gone for 2 because I really wanted to double up the filters on the microphone to get that real professional sound, okay? There are a number of filters which you can buy for the Blue Yeti, and most of the filters are actually universal anyway. So you should be able to notice the difference now. If I say pop, 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 Peter Piper, picked a pickled pepper, you should notice a big difference, okay? So that is how you get the Blue Yeti without the filters, but like I say, you can get the filters very cheap. And there's a full range you can go for. You can go expensive if you want, but I'm happy with this setup which I've got. It does the job and it doesn't get in the way. A lot of the pop filters you'll see, they're quite big, okay, so it covers up your face. This is perfect for me because it doesn't cover up my face. It's easy to fetch on and off if I just want to have the foam, and I can just pop that on easily, okay? So I'll leave the links in the description below if you do want to get yourself a filter for the Blue Yeti. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk to you about is real-time control within the Blue Yeti. So you can actually mute the microphone part-way recording. So this is perfect for if you're doing podcast, okay, and you want to take a break in the middle of your recording. You simply press this, and that's what happened last weekend. It was crazy. So you can actually mute your audio, okay? And what I'm doing now is I've switched to the bi-directional, so you should be able to hear the sound as well. So that's just showing you that the bi-directional does work as well. So I'm on the back of the microphone now. And I'm just going to turn it around. I'm going to show you on the back here, you can see the gain, okay? Now the gain, as I mentioned, is very sensitive, okay? So if I turn it all the way up, okay, so if I turn the gain all the way up, there, so you should notice that the sound is really loud, okay? You should see that there is a distinctive difference between just turning it slightly. you'll see a big difference in the sound. Okay, so as I said, it is a very sensitive microphone. So where I tend to have it is just below halfway, and that's the perfect recording volume. So if you do have a Blue Yeti and you're just looking for tips on a Blue Yeti, I tend to leave it just below halfway and use the cardioid setting. So I can actually change that back now. So that's the setting which I have. I have it just below midway on the gain and the cardioid setting. So this is perfect for your YouTube videos and things like that. Now, one thing you will notice when I'm moving the microphone around, or I have a table here, okay, so I'm leaning on the table, you will notice that it does pick up the sound from the table quite easily. Now, depending on what you actually do, what you're using the microphone for, you will want to cut that out, because it is a very sensitive microphone and it is the slightest touch. So if I was to have my mobile phone, and let's say I moved my phone because I just wanted to move it out the way on the table, you can really hear that noise of just the sliding of the phone on the table. It really amplifies it. Okay, now with the Blue Yeti, you can buy additions to the microphone where it lifts the stand up off the table, and you can actually get sound reduction mats as well to place the Yeti onto, as well as a boom stand which will basically lift the microphone up and it will bring it over like this. Okay, so it will always be off the table and you can still get the recording there. Okay, so all the links will be in the description below if you want to take a look at all the additions which you can buy with the Blue Yeti microphone. It is a very good microphone. I am very pleased with the microphone itself, and I've really only just started using it properly. The functions that you get with the microphone all perform great, and I myself will be getting some of the additions, such as the boom stand. Okay, so I'm looking at getting a boom stand or some way of really stopping this sound where I am sitting on a table, or if I am taking it away with me somewhere. It would be ideal to have a boom stand or some sort of sound reduction on the microphone itself. So that's my review on the Blue Yeti microphone. If you like what you see, please do go and click on the description below, on the links in the description below, where you can go ahead and you can have a browse on all the ones which I recommend, and there's a full range there. You can go ahead and look at all the additions to the microphone. And yeah, so my score, I would give it a good 9 out of 10. So guys, thank you for watching the video today. If you do want to subscribe, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you don't miss any more of my videos. I do provide a bunch of value on here as well, not just reviews. Until next time guys, take it easy.